What part of that did you not understand?
How is that going to solve anything?
Are you serious?
Are you?
Okay, let me dumb this down a little for you. As long as people still believe in religions based on fantasies and fictional deities, we're never gonna have peace. Okay, look, I'm not just talking about one religion here. I'm talking about all of them. Christianity, Islam, the flying spaghetti monster, doesn't matter.
So you think we should just kill all the religious people?
Hey, if they wanna fight it out, let's just put them on a deserted island somewhere and let nature take its course.
You're insane.
Insane? These guys fly airplanes into buildings thinking that's gonna get them into heaven. And I'm insane? Oh, no. I'll give you some insane. Here's some insane for you. If it was up to me, I'd take all of the smart people. And by smart, I mean the people who are able to tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Put them on a spaceship and go the fuck somewhere else so that all the rest of you could stay here and blow each other up over all of your imaginary religious bullshit. Because I don't want to be a part of it.
Mr. Dawkins.
I'm not done. I'm not done yet. Someone needs to be saying this. Someone needs to be talking about this. Our inability to accept our own mortality is the single greatest failure of the human race. But for centuries, we've literally invented out of thin air all kinds of imaginary gods and deities that we use to explain everything, from why the sun comes up, to why it rains, to why the sky is blue. But you know what? It's the 21st fucking century. We know why the sun comes up. We know why it rains. And we know why the sky is blue. And it's not because of some imaginary god that's pulling the strings from somewhere. But still, the one final thing that keeps religion alive today is our inability to accept death as a part of life. It is mankind's single greatest fear. We want so badly to believe that there is life after death that we will literally believe anything that anyone puts in front of us that says so, no matter how ridiculous it is.
It's called faith.
No, that is not faith. That's gullibility. There's a difference. It's easy to convince someone of something when the alternative scares them. Believing something that is so completely and obviously fictional just because your mind is too weak to deal with reality is not faith.
Look around you. Look at these people here. You think these people are ready to be told that there is no God? They have nothing. They live in a forsaken land that is run by corrupt dictators, oppressed by their own countrymen. They starve, they thirst. Tell me, what is the harm in these people believing something that gives them the slightest bit of comfort?
What's the harm? I'll tell you what the harm is. Yesterday, some of these people grabbed a couple of jets and killed thousands of innocent people because they thought God wanted them to. They expect, as a reward, right after they fly into those buildings, that they're going to be whisked away to heaven, where they'll be met by 40 virgins, where they'll be served for all of eternity. They believe this. They believe it because they read it in a book. In a book. And you want to know what the harm is of letting your life be driven by a work of fiction from someone's imagination? 3,000 dead in New York City. That's the harm.
You can't just go through life inventing imaginary worlds to deal with your problems. You can't just say, well, I don't like that I'm gonna die someday, so I'm gonna go read a bunch of books until I find a story that I like, and I'm gonna believe that it's true. Are you fucking kidding me? And you know what bothers me the most? These people, these believers, they're judges. They're senators, presidents. Think about that for a second. The same guy with his finger on the trigger for nuclear weapons thinks the world was created in 7 days. Doesn't that bother you a little bit? That the leader of the free world isn't smart enough to look at some really basic science and say, yeah, that makes a lot more sense than this other book written by these guys 600 years ago. Oh, by the way, who thought the world was flat?
So what now? You can't be religious and intelligent at the same time?
An intelligent person should be able to understand the difference between reality and fantasy. And right now, that reality is 3,000 dead bodies lying in a pile of rubble in New York City. That's real. That's reality.
That's enough.
Now we go to war. Holy war, you know? This isn't about borders or natural resources or politics. This is people who believe one thing against people who believe another. Just like the Crusades, just like 100 other times in history, except for this time, it's never gonna end. This time, we're gonna kill everyone. Ironic, isn't it? That the fear of our own mortality will ultimately be the cause of our extinction.
Tell me, what is it that you believe in?